Sagittarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. So, that's interesting. I got 3 cards here that were flipped over in the deck. We'll take them. Okay. So we got 3 cards for your hopes. Okay, so in your hope, you're hoping to come out of a moment of chaos. And well, the thing about chaos is it comes into our lives because it shows us the things in life that we don't want. So sometimes it can be really important because when you have a million choices in front of you, it's really, really hard to know, that I can pick this one choice and I don't want all of these other hundreds of choices. But when chaos comes into our lives, it starts to show us the things we don't want. And by process of elimination, we really start to understand who we really are and what's really necessary for us, the things that we need, who we really want to be authentically. And that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for happiness over a long period of time because you recognize that this chaos and uncomfortability is a temporary thing, but ultimately you see the bigger picture is okay, well once I get over this hard this difficult patch, once I tackle this mountain, then I'll be grateful for what's there on the other side and everything that I've accomplished. Because ultimately, you're in a position where you you could possibly lash out at somebody because of the chaos and because of the hurt. But you're hoping not to do that. So putting all 3 of these together, okay, this is really the main part of the hope. Because in your hope, you're saying, yes, I recognize I'm having a difficult time right now, but ultimately I'm hoping to pull through it and take the best lessons learned. Ask, why did this happen for me, not why did this happen to me, and be able to move forward from there. So, what I get from your hope is that you have the highest of hopes in the middle of despair right now, Sagittarius. And you're fearing there's a lack of stability right now, which is really the hardest part for you, okay? And you keep telling yourself, if I can just make it another week, if I can just make it another month, if I can just make it another couple of days, then things will turn around. The stability I'm looking for is right around the corner. But right now, every time you come across something that threatens your stability, it gives you a disproportionate amount of anxiety. Little teeny tiny things seem huge right now. Yeah, 2 4s in the inverse there. That's rough. It's one regarding your resources and one regarding your thoughts, your ideas, your mind, your decision making. Your truths. Yeah. Every time, and there is a disproportionate amount of anxiety that is coming from minor setbacks right now. It's overwhelming. Probably just because you've been in chaos for so long. But the reality of the situation is now is the time to hold back your resources and not make any sudden changes. And let's find out why. Why is that the advice that you're getting? Hmm. That's weird. That one came out backwards. Oh, okay. So the truth of the matter, and the very difficult truth to hear, is that you weren't in charge of what was happening. Okay, you were while you were in chaos, okay, you were making decision after decision after decision, and it was too overwhelming. You couldn't juggle your resources properly and still get everything that you needed to get done. So what happened, the truth of the matter is what's really hard is that you went into this new change ill prepared. And you're starting to recognize that now. But there is a lot of potential for new growth. You see, you were chasing after the growth. You weren't chasing after the stability. And now that you're in a position of new growth where everything is very, very uncomfortable, now you're going, oh hell, I wish I would have thought about that stability. Hmm. Pulling a lot of extra cards for people tonight. Yeah, see, you don't have a strategy for the stability, and ultimately, you recognize that it's not 100% within you to figure it out right now. But the hope and the new growth is there. So, whatever discomfort you're going through right now, Sagittarius, know that it is temporary because this is true. It is temporary. You took a gamble, okay? It's funny, I just did Capricorn's read and I thought about them gambling too. But you took a gamble on new growth and you got the new growth. But what you didn't recognize is all the discomfort that was going to come with that new growth. Now it's time for you to embrace that uncomfortable change and recognize that you're not going to be 100% in control for a little while, but it's temporary because the new growth will offer new opportunities if you just sit back for a moment and let it start to unfold. Sag, this is difficult, okay? It's hard to go through life when you don't feel like you have stable ground. It's hard to take a walk when the ground is moving under your feet. But if you continue to move forward and let things fall into place, eventually you'll reach a point where everything around you isn't changing anymore. And then slowly but surely you'll be able to start to control and manipulate your environment to the best of your ability to find the stability that you didn't plan for. Whew, Sag, that's rough. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next time.